I just looked at him, and ever since that day, I was like, we're gonna have your back.
Sat back and then
Face.
We had a hard time getting her breathing.
no.
I just remember asking, is this my baby? Is this my, I mean,
Looking at him.
Eyes were gray blue.
He looked like my father.
Basically had a natural connection.
Definitely counted her fingers, and I counted.
I couldn't believe it's real. Like,
That's a piece of me forever.
he had a little mohawk, smelled like maple syrup.
chubby, full head of hair.
So much hair. Oh my gosh, so much hair.
He was so little.
That kind of irritated me a little bit. And so we put him in this like beautiful,
Going wrong really soon.
where's my baby?
Check. Thanks, girl.
I got,
It's cool. How many moms can say, oh,
eye contact. What's really a trip is
And wires, and I couldn't even see her.
On 1 second, you know, like everything's going good, and then it's like, okay, you know, things could be.
white, organic, onesie thing, and he shits on it. It was so funny.
To sink in. It still hasn't.
I asked the midwife, you know, is this boy or girl? She said,
So it was very like,
A boy. Dad was like, they're balls, and he's jumping up and down, balls, balls, and I'm like, balls.
I actually had her in a pool.
So you gotta like sit there and like count each.
New definition of love.
When I was looking at her, I thought her eyes looked so beautiful.
Give me another human being to be responsible for. Like,
I just remember being like, oh my God.
That was when it hit me. My life isn't gonna be the same anymore.
Like a suck.
It was the most amazing.
describe the first time you ever saw your child.
He looked kind of mad.
To begin with,
Cute little
And I didn't want to like break
I
her.
just noticed
Sticky.
Slimy, full of like white stuff.
covered with
At home.
in a car. I remember seeing the hospital on the hill. I was like, oh, there it is. And then my
I was in a hospital.
Oh, yes. It's
Came out of my vagina. I saw it happen, but I was just like, is this my baby? We watched as her body
nasty shit.
That's my kid.
face just like thinking how absolutely perfect she was. I was like, wait a minute.
At first, it was like, what made you feel panicked?
Just knowing that I was doing it very,
very, very happy when I saw her for the first time.
so I
Oh my gosh, there he is, this person I've been talking to for 8.5 months.
I did that.
wow.
How beautiful he was.
Scary.
Total fear of like, oh my God.
Black. The pediatrician on staff asked if he could resuscitate her.
Rats.
She looked like a little porcelain doll. I remember
Like, it was so nice in there. Why am I out here? What happened?
You look at the mirror and you see this like freakish.
Cone head with a cup at the top.
Be more proud.
Speechless.
you just feel like,
You're like, oh, she's ugly.
no, not at all. I mean, obviously I thought she,
I don't know, I have mixed emotions about it.
I had her when I was 16. I didn't know my
At
emotions.
her toes.
But like when you see like tiny hands, it looks like 12.
By myself.
You know, can I do this? Is she gonna be okay? Can I provide everything? Am I gonna be enough?
Like a gray ball sack.
Thought that I knew what love was.
Since back then.
Pushing.
At one point, I was like, okay, I may need a break.
First gave birth to her, you mean?
First time you saw her.
Oh.
My goodness.
Making eye contact.
I was 16 years old when I have her, and I took that decision.
Do we have tissues?
Of Oz, when everything turns to color, I felt like
And I walked over and I put my hand on his chest and I said, it's okay, Daddy's here, and he stopped instantly.
No, I did not want to do the mirror thing.
He looked like he had cottage cheese on. The whole labor was like me and him.
No epidural.
C-section.
like almost 2 days.
Is that they come out like make
It was the cutest thing I've ever.
Anything other than what's gonna happen next. Impossible to explain almost. I felt
Like, you want to protect this little life with everything you have.
You feel like you know this.
I was real nervous.
I start crying. I cried my eyes out.
The tears.
can't even handle a plant. You know, that's a kind of love that you'll never experience.
Punch.
Describe the first time you ever saw your child.
when I don't have family around and their dad's not involved, so
And they couldn't get him to stop crying.
You didn't want to look?
no.
First thing you can remember.
Experience again.
Were you scared?
Yeah, it was very mixed.
Love you so much, and I just met you.
Actually, I was scared when I first saw her.
scared.
The nurse looked at me and said, are you the dad? And I said, yeah. And she said, would you like to hold your kid?
Breathe, baby, breathe. She was
Oh gosh.
Pulled him out, and he was just so beautiful.
And I was like, hell yeah, I want to hold my kid.
in labor, so
You waiting and you pacing it.
Intense labor.
You're a great mom.
thing. And she's alive today. She looked like a wrinkly ball sack, but it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Like
kind of nasty because all the stuff is coming out and it's just like,
My life had been in black and white and I didn't know it until they put, the preemies are undercooked. So he looked like a little chicken.
She looked like a little yellow.
Not that I wasn't prepared to be a father, but I just couldn't believe it was a part of my story now. It had.
Because you get in this zone where you're really focused. Just sort of felt like
How my whole world changed the moment I saw him.
I felt like I was
that we sort of went through together.
Love and panic.
Doctor was like, it looks just like you, and I was like, oh, thank God, because she was cheating, so like.
Know this person forever, but you just saw them. It's like, oh,
she was blue, tubed up to a whole bunch of like needles.
Yeah.
Like that moment and the wisdom in my arms, and then it was like kaboom.
She had just these big blue eyes.
Similar to mine.
She had
my kid keeps running away from me.
To just be responsible for that little human being. So I was
Water broke in the front seat, and I put my hand down in my pants, and I felt a baby coming.
He started turning pink from her heart.
Oh yeah. I had a mirror like watching everything in order to help me like push her.
And he let out a little cough.
Because it's a lot.
Oh yeah, I lost my kid at a junkyard.
More than you think, honey.
Right where I wanted to be.
I was too nervous to hold her.
I wasn't even the first person to hold her. I believe my mom held her before me, so.
I was standing in my living room, hunched over like this, and
And then I saw this human being, this thing that came out of me. Well, I guess.
And just radiated out.
Joke.
And they set her on my chest.
Shitless.
I couldn't think of
Like red splotches on her face.
One, and then you're just like, it still looks like too many, but yeah.
Just came right away.
Ugly face.
Out of my body. It was like this really.
A minute, I thought my baby was gonna be chocolate, but apparently not.
Have to take care of this, right?
Who in their right mind would give?
I'm poopy. 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 I am poopy. I'm 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 poopy.